Hello, and welcome back, everybody. I am the Bardic Knock. It says so right underneath me, there. We're playing Final Fantasy. Let's get on with it. Imagine if that was it. No. You can find me on Twitter, Bardic Knock, Patreon, Bardic Knock, twitch.tv/Bardic Knock, and YouTube, Bardic Knock. What are we doing? Doing. Yeah, normally, I would have had some time to do a little bit of scouting ahead and basically figuring out what's coming up. But, haven't been able to do that this week, because basically I just got myself behind on editing these down for YouTube, and also I took a really stupid idea, but I like it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be good. I took on a personal task of converting a PDF for the Final Fantasy D6 system onto a spreadsheet, because when I was trying to find, well, basically started playing this, and all of a sudden it's like, I want to do Final Fantasy all the time, every day, never stopping. And of course, you know, my main love in life, really, because everything else kind of comes and goes. You know, I'll go for a phase of going, alright, yeah, here's my, like, Pokemon phase, here's my Dragon Ball Z phase, but the one thing which has pretty much been consistent for nearly a decade now, is Dungeons and Dragons, and tabletop adventures in general, but primarily Dungeons and Dragons. And one thing I have been wanting to do, and it's just hard, like, to do it, but one thing I have really been wanting to do is I've been wanting to learn other systems other than just Dungeons and Dragons, because whilst Dungeons & Dragons is great, you can only play that one game your entire life, really. Because there's enough additions, there's enough changes, there's enough classes, there's enough everything. But, figured it'd be cool to learn some other systems. So, one of the other things I have learned how to do is, I learned the, the Pokemon tabletop adventure system, so okay, yeah, I can get to play Pokemon. But, then I figured, what's my other thing I really love? And the answer is Final Fantasy. And this is infuriating. Yeah. Hang on. My little tablet, which I use to keep a monitor on things, is going stupid. Oh my god, I have no idea what I'm fucking doing. Oh dear, this is why I should have played ahead. I'm just sailing out in random directions. Okay, I'm just gonna go this way till I hit something. Huh. Quicker than I thought. What is this place? Just kill everything nice and quick. Anyhow, I keep getting distracted from actually talking. So yeah, I figured, oh hey, I bet a Final Fantasy tabletop adventure system exists. And yeah, there's actually quite a few. I think there's 3 that I came across. And I don't know, for some reason, I couldn't tell you why it appealed to me, but it just did. I think maybe because it is so unlike any other system I know. There's 2 of them. One of them is a D20 system, which is, these were made in the early 2000s mainly, and they're all very similar. You know, they all have got pretty much the exact same setup, just flavored differently, and with a few extra bits and pieces. But on a standard D20 system is basically Dungeons and Dragons 3.5, or Pathfinder, because Pathfinder is basically the same. I'm sure someone goes, no, it's different. Like, yeah, there are differences, of course there are, but they're basically the same. Wrong person, oh, I'm just not paying attention at all. Yeah, so the 2 Final Fantasy systems that I saw, I was like, oh, I don't know. One was a D20 system, and one was actually just 3rd edition D&D. Like, they actually just reskinned 3rd edition. And okay, that's when I started playing D&D. 3.5 is my playground. In fact, I currently stream. Ooh, don't look at you guys. Drop that one. No, use my last one. Just screw it. I'm putting this on. I actually messed up. Ooh, yikes. Come on, fire. Anyhow, I keep getting distracted by the stupid fights. The system I found is called Final Fantasy D6, and basically, the way it works is the only dice you need to play the whole game is 2d6. And that's it. I mean, okay, yes, it suggests, okay, keep a couple of spare d6s around because certain things mean you roll more, and d4 is useful for percentage chances because everything's done in either, well, in increments of 25%. So it suggests having these other things, but for the most part, it just says that's all you need. 2d6. And I kind of thought, oh, hey, that's different. That'll be fun. That'll be interesting. I'll teach myself something new. And I did. I've read that PDF like 5 times now in total. And this is in the course of like a week. And basically, the one actual problem I have with the system is that nowhere I could find anyhow had an editable PDF for the character sheets, which was kind of like, yeah, if I was sat around with, like, real-life human friends and playing like that, it wouldn't be a problem, because, hey, I've got a printer, I can just print these out and we can fill them out by hand. That's not a problem in the slightest, is it? But, unfortunately, I don't really get a chance to play in real life anymore. I do most of my playing online. That's just where the majority of my gaming is at the moment. And, so I thought, oh, okay, yeah, yes, everybody could go away and they could all just note it down themselves, and I looked on Roll20, they didn't have anything for it. And I started going, oh, okay, I could probably put this together, that wouldn't be too hard. And I was wrong. Trying to make a PDF editable and putting in extra text boxes and all that stuff, a little bit more complicated than I was willing to learn to do. So instead, I figured, oh, you know what, I'll just make an Excel. That's easy. Oh, actually, not 11, 2. No one's gonna wear any of that. Okay, looks like everyone's equipped with all that. Is there a magic shop? Yeah, this is where my money's gonna get blown. Okay. I'll go and buy the black magic first, because I use that more. So anyhow, in the progression I should have given Bolt to the Red Wizard. Crap. That's infuriating. Well, that's 20,000 gil wasted. Yeah, so what I actually then started doing, after realizing I could just make a spreadsheet and do all of that, you know, okay, yeah, just lay it out, do all that, is, as I was making it, kind of going, alright, yeah, nice, cool. Wouldn't it be easier if I could just copy and paste these things, you know, spells, so that just have a sheet with all the spells in and then just copy and paste it. That'd make life easier, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, that'd be great. And oh yeah, all these different abilities. And the next thing I know, for the last solid week, literally every single day, I have been sat adding to this sheet, slowly converting every single page of that PDF into a into this great big spreadsheet. And I am very, very nearly done, actually. So now all I need to do is find some people to play the game with. Ah, my life is sad. We, the 12 sages, came to this land guided by the stars and prophecies. You all say that? Earth, fire, water, and wind, the four crystals shine with the power of each element. But the four fiends of chaos are attempting to seize those elemental forces. Oof, this is a lot of people. Oh, I didn't read those because I thought it was the same. Earth, fire, water, and wind. These are the four forces that compose our world. And the source of each element force is an altar. The fiends have gone there. Defeat them and place the crystal there. The crystal will gain its brilliance. These all sound exactly the same because I said so. The four fiends scheme to gain control of all worlds in both past and future. The wind fiend appeared 400 years ago. The water fiend 200 years ago. Together they destroyed the northern civilization. The earth fiend rots the earth. The fire fiend burns everything in its path. Restore the light of all four crystals and return here, and only then can mystery shrouding the disasters be unfolded. Bring the light before crystals to us, light warriors. Only you can do this. The fire fiend has long slept within Mount Golg, a volcano west of here, but now awakens 200 years before the prophecy foretold. Destroy it before it destroys everything else. Well done, light warriors. You've defeated the earth fiend and restored the crystal's light. But by doing so, you'll rouse the fire fiend from its slumber 200 years before its prophesied awakening. Take this canoe, go to Mount Golg, and stop the destruction. Obtained canoe. And you look like the most important member. So you got a different voice. I am looking, a prophet. Now, legend and prophecy shall come to pass, and we shall bear witness to it. Our path is set. Cool story, bros. So, I've just been instructed I should go to Mount Golg. However, I also just so happen to know I can go somewhere else if I wanted to as well. So, the other option is I can go and earn myself an airship. So, I could head to Ice Cavern and pick up the key item known as a Leatherstone. And then when I get the airship, I can fly up and upgrade everybody. So, I might do that. Now, if only I knew where the ice cavern was. And, you know, how to use this flipping canoe I've just been given.